It's my big brother. It's not rival. It's not my rivals. It's not my opponent. It's my partner. It's my brother. AJ G. God have plan. Okay, 2021 fight Usyk and Joshua. Okay, rematch 2022. Okay, 2024-25 Anthony with Usyk training together. 2026-27 Anthony undisputed champion. Good idea. Usyk help. Oh, good. Signed.
Is he good enough to win a world title again? I think on his given day, yes, he is good enough to win a world title again. And I think that is his ultimate goal.
You're not having that, Simon.
Yes.
You don't think he could?
No, I don't think so. And when people think I've got this agenda against Anthony, I don't have an agenda. I think he's a superstar in his own right. But I think looking at how, listen, to say he could win a world title, it'll be about the opponent he faces. If he faces
Correct.
Daniel Dubois or Moses Atome in 18 months' time, I don't see him winning those fights.
I not think. I know. Yes, it's possible. It's possible. AJ, it's possible. You undisputed champion in 2027. AJ, it's undisputed champion. Heavyweight.
It's when Anthony Joshua teams up with the one man who defeated him twice, as both heavyweights prepare for major challenges ahead. Oleksandr Usyk has stepped into an unexpected mentor role, with Joshua returning to camp for the Pringa fight. The mission is clear: rebuild, improve, and make one final push toward undisputed heavyweight glory.
2027. AJ, it's undisputed champion. Heavyweight. Yes, it's possible, Charlotte. I a lot of time heard, hey, Usyk, you small, for you it's not possible, blah, 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 blah. Look, I say, we'll see. I pray, please. I not, не прошу. I don't ask, give me. I say, I work. If it's possible, I do it. But I think it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
The results are already starting to show. Joshua looks sharper, stronger, and more disciplined than ever as he benefits from Usyk's elite conditioning methods and world-class technical knowledge. Surrounded by a focused team and guided by one of boxing's greatest minds, AJ has taken his game to another level through relentless hard work and dedication.
But physically good, mentality, I think good, because we speak every day. We training 2 times, morning and evening. Yeah, every day we speak. Hey, listen, I know Anthony is champion. Yes, Anthony now don't have belts, but for me it doesn't matter. Champion, it's not every time who have belts. Yeah. Champion, it's a man who living, who work, who look in future. I can. Yes, I can. I will.
Stands out most is the intensity inside the gym. Neither fighter ever takes a moment off. Every session becomes an opportunity to push harder, work smarter, and find another gear. There is no ego involved, only a constant drive for improvement. For Joshua, training alongside a man who conquered cruiserweight, dominated the amateur ranks, and reached the summit of heavyweight boxing offers lessons few fighters will ever experience.
Given day, yes, he is good enough to win a world title again. And I think that is his ultimate goal.
You're not having that, Simon.
Yes.
You don't think he could?
No, I don't think so. And when people think I've got this agenda against Anthony, I don't have an agenda. I think he's a superstar in his own right. But I think looking at how, listen, to say he could win a world title, it'll be about the opponent he faces. If he faces Daniel Dubois or Moses Atome in 18 months' time, I don't see him winning those fights. If he fights someone else, then a different opportunity. So to rule him out unequivocally is unfair because it depends upon the opponent.
Yeah, and the opponents are talented and are many.
Time. Joshua understands an important truth. His goal is not to become another Usyk, while he continues to learn valuable lessons from the Ukrainian champion and study the habits behind his success. He knows every great fighter must create his own path. Rather than copying Usyk, Joshua is adapting those lessons to suit his own style, strengths, and ambitions. Judging by his progress, the experience is already playing a major role in his evolution.
We wouldn't be seeing Anthony Joshua fighting Atoma within the next 18 months because of his commitments to fighting Tyson Fury. He's got a 2-fight deal with Tyson Fury. So in 18 months' time, if Moses Atoma continues to make the progress that we believe that he's going to make, and if Moses Atoma goes in against Hrgovic in August, knocks him out, which I think he will, I don't see Anthony Joshua beating a 22, 23-year-old Moses Atoma with lots more experience, having fought at different levels and answered other questions. I don't see that. Ajit Kabiel, we make a case, myself and Spencer, and Paul Smith, for Ajit Kabiel, because of his performances against Makhmudov. Before Makhmudov was chopped down by him, he was considered to be fearsome. He was chopped down by him and shown up a little bit. He then went in against Frank Sanchez, who just had a great win the other day, and demolished Frank Sanchez.
Makes this partnership even more remarkable is Joshua's honesty about their history. Instead of allowing pride to stand in the way, he openly recognizes Usyk's achievements and accepts the reality of their previous battles. There was never personal hatred between them, only competition at the highest level. Once those fights were over, Joshua saw an opportunity to learn from one of the sport's best and transform that rivalry into growth.
Zhang Zhang, albeit making a little bit of hard work and getting dropped himself, he's a very good heavyweight. So I would be more inclined to suggest that Anthony Joshua would have a better chance against Kabiel in 18 months' time than against Moses Atoma. But I don't see Anthony. I see Anthony fighting Tyson Fury twice, and that's about it.
Right.
And Simon's right in what he says. Look, this is all about timing and what fights you're going to take at what times. And Moses Atoma, as we all know, and everybody, and I think even the other heavyweights in the division admit that Moses Atoma is the future of heavyweight boxing. In 18 months' time, if he continues growing the way that he's growing, it's going to be a different animal altogether. And at 38, coming on 39 then, Anthony Joshua's not going to be looking for those sort of fights. I think the two Fury fights, we see he's going to want a world title shot after.
They have created is built on mutual respect and relentless commitment. They are not trying to outshine each other during every workout, but the competitive energy naturally elevates everyone involved. Simply sharing the same training environment pushes both men to higher standards. When elite athletes work side by side, greatness becomes contagious. And that is exactly what is happening inside this cage.
Should he and Tyson Fury have had a warm-up fight? I said no, because these boys will bring the best out of each other. AJ's not the fighter he was, and neither is Tyson Fury. So, but you saw when Kell Brook and Amir Khan fought each other, they brought the best out of what was left of each other, and that's the same with AJ and Fury. Because if they box somebody that's under par, there's a chance they're going to get turned over. We saw what happened with Usyk, almost happened with Usyk. So if Usyk, the great Usyk, if he can make that, look at that and think, I'm struggling publicly, how many people know this guy? You know, you're talking about big fights, so there's fights that for good heavyweights that Frank has, that he offered to AJ. Why wouldn't he offer them to his own fighter?
Yeah, AJ said that was actually going to be the last question on that, because AJ said, you know, Frank's trying to offer me Moses Itama. Why does Moses fight Fury?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Frank, you can't wait for one and not the other. So whoever you pick for Tyson, you've got to play the game. You've got a batch of heavyweights there. If you think your man's good enough to, in the position enough to beat AJ, and these are easy fights for Tyson, sling him in. I personally don't think either of them should have another fight until they fight each other.